Well, hello again. It's me, Rebecca, the expert and instructor of all things musical relating to the instrument flute and how to play it really well. Today we're going to be continuing our discussion from last week's audio podcast titled The Art of Practicing. Now, this is part 2 and I can't wait to get started.
You can do it, and Rebecca will show you how, step by step all along the way. Introducing the Learn Flute Podcast.
Let's get going today because I am really excited. I'll start by taking a side note first to say that it's a little bit difficult to sit here in my office and record an audio discussion when I'm really the only one sitting here. I wanted to let you know that I do come up with these ideas and topics because of the great comments and questions I receive from this Learn Flute community, both in my studio here in Utah and also from you online. It's great. Well, today I actually have one of my good friends and flute students in the room with me right now. So I'm thinking as I put these ideas out to you that she is also in on this conversation. Now it's all about practice and how to shift gears so that it's more about your heart than your mind. This is part 2. Sound good? Great. Well, last time we talked about the general subject here where learning to be a real musician takes time for sure, and the large doses of patience in practicing it takes to get where we want to be. We then talked about the image some people have of what it takes to really practice something. Now, is it hunching over and sweating over a music stand? Well, that's what we're here to find out. We then discussed the bubble we all need to create in order to have time and space to breathe, and I mean really breathe and relax so that we can get clear on what the task at hand is. Now, this is the first step to keep any tense feelings out of our special practice time. As I present these different practice skills and approaches, you may find them valuable to all different walks of your life, and not just when you're practicing the flute. We have to become students of different types of learning to become truly successful at what we desire. Now, I'm here to encourage you, teach you, and be your biggest expert cheerleader as you continue on this quest of learning. Now, trust me, I will get you there. Now, I wanted to start today by reading a comment that I received from one of my premium online students. This is from Tim, and he writes, "Hi, Rebecca. I had to write about something that occurred to me a couple of nights ago. My wife and I saw a performance by a symphony orchestra. It was fantastic. However, I was disappointed to see that the two flutists who performed the first two pieces held their flutes at an angle towards the floor. And after the intermission, the principal flutist performed. Now, his flute remained parallel to the floor and not tilted towards the floor as the others. I couldn't help thinking, this is why he's the principal. Thank you so much for being my teacher. Blessings, Tim." Well, Tim, you are very welcome, and thank you for bringing up this important subject right up front today. It's perfect for what I had chosen for the topic. Aside from the fact that the positioning of the flutes was all different for those three flutists mentioned here in this message, I'm wondering if you'll all take time right now to create a visual in your mind, just for a minute here. Imagine seeing the full orchestra in all their glory up on stage in uniform black and white outfits. The sound is, of course, awesome. Now take time to use your zoom lens and find the flute section. Do you see those two flutists there? Yep, the ones all hunched over their stands with their flutes pointing at the floor as if they're kind of trying to hide or blend in with the clarinets. Now, in comes the soloist for the evening, bouncing as he walks in with a giant grin on his face as he acknowledges the audience. He then signals the entire group that he's ready to begin by bringing up his flute in a confident, parallel, and comfortable-looking position. Throughout the entire heartfelt performance, he's waving ever so slightly as to just lightly and gently direct the background to this glorious moment. Now doesn't that feel nice? I hope you painted this picture well because it's common. Now I'm sure all of these flutists are very talented, awesome players, and I don't want to discredit their accomplishment. But now I want to take the focus off of the other flute players and bring the orchestra home to you as you are pulling yourself together for a productive hour of practice. Now, which flutist type are you? Not only does science and good body biomechanics say that you shouldn't spend your next hour tipped to the side and all tense, but I hope you'll strive to have that little bounce in your walk as you head toward your practice space singing, "I'm gonna do what I love right now" song in your heart. In the lesson modules on the Learn Flute Online website, I take you through exactly, and I mean exactly, what it takes to have the right body positioning to ensure proper and easy breathing. When you're in an environment where you have your bubble created and your body all aligned correctly, then there are certain tensions that just won't even be there. It's kind of like you've done everything it takes to invite the music angels to your home and keep the stress away instead. I hope this conjures up some new images for you today as you work towards your goals. I'm here to help you, and I can't wait to take you to the next step. Now, the last thing I want to mention today is an assignment I have for you. Yeah, I'm giving an assignment right here over an audio podcast. I'd love it if we would all take the week or the weekend and try to remember what it was that inspired us in the first place to pick up the flute. What was it that sparked something inside us that gave us the desire to take action on the idea that we could learn to play the flute? What moment was the turning point from, "Gee, that would be nice," to, "I think I'll try to do that"? Once we have that in mind, we'll be ready for the next audio I'll have prepared for you next time. Again, I'm Rebecca Fuller, the expert here at Learn Flute Online, helping you through all things flute, saying, I'll see you in your next lesson.
Thanks for listening today. Remember that this is where people of all ages, such as you, can come, learn, and play the musical instrument flute in an easy-to-follow, organized manner, and in the privacy and comfort of your own home, on your own schedule.